How do you play like a pro in trios? That's exactly what we'll be going over today. We'll be going over 5 important tips. Number 1, what roles should you have in your trio? Number 2, how do you stick together? Number 3, how can you start off a fight? Number 4, what to do while you're fighting and what to watch out for. And number 5, how to play an endgame and how to rotate. Before we get any further into the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe so we can reach the 1000 sub mark before the new year. And let's get right into it. So let's start off with the roles you should have in your trio. So usually a trio is split up into 3 roles. The IGL, the in-game leader, that's the one that makes all the decisions and usually tarps in endgame. Number 2, the fragger, and number 3, the support player. So the fragger is the one that's looking for the kills, looking for the opening tags, maybe also playing a sniper so he can get those heavy opening tags, maybe get a headshot snipe somewhere. Then the support is the one that really supports the IGL and the fragger, so the one that will be running after the IGL once he's tarping an endgame and dropping mats. Moving on to number 2, sticking together is the most important thing in trios. If you run around solo, people will see that, other trios will see that, and they will see an easy kill because you're running around solo. You'll get beamed, your trio is too far away from you, they won't be able to get close to you before you are dead. So you need to make sure you are constantly on each other, you land at 3 houses next to each other, so even off spawn you don't get targeted alone, so you can survive off spawn. Then in mid game you always want to be running around together. Even if you need to farm mats, make sure you tell your team, communicate, that's the most important thing here. If you need to go somewhere, make sure your team knows and they can come with you, or they can somehow cover your back so you are safe. In endgame, you really literally want to be on each other the whole time. When you're tarping, you literally want to be next to each other the whole time. Can be quite annoying if 3 people are running like right next to you all the time, but that's what you have to do in endgame so you can really tarp together, box people up together and get easy kills together. Because if you are running around as 3 people, you can do triple damage if you see an opening for a kill. That's why this is so important. Plus you won't get killed as easily because people know, okay, they're playing together, I'm not gonna fight 3 people at once. They'll probably look for a solo instead. Moving on to number 3, how do you start a fight well? Because it is trios, you can do triple damage with AR, and maybe one of your team is playing a sniper, so you can get really good opening tags. So make sure if you see someone, you call that out to your team, and then you can count down 3, 2, 1, and then all of you shoot at him, and you can usually get an easy kill to start off the fight. If one of you has sniper, that's 100 damage, and then the other 2 players only need to hit 1, 2 AR tags, and you already got 1 player knocked. Let's take a look at this trio right here. They won the last trio cash cup, Vino, Flixi, and Vico. And let's take a look at how they start off this fight. And right here, you see, he sees the footsteps, he sees the person, gets a heavy opening tag, instantly gets a knock right here, and now it's over for that team. First of all, they're split, so they instantly key the second guy. Okay, his teammate was just far away. See, that's why it's important that you're together. Then they might have had a chance right here. But yeah, they beam the second guy and then they run in, all spraying, try to finish it as quick as possible. Now, in this game, they are box fighting this team, and there are some really important things you need to note when you're box fighting in trios. So first of all, they start this fight off really well. They have the flare ground. They know exactly where these players are. Now you have to be very careful when box fighting, because it is 3 people in the same box, 3 enemies. And if they're looking to box you up and they manage to box you up as a trio, you're dead instantly. So you have to be really careful approaching this fight. And you can already see Vico really smart here. He always only goes for the top at the beginning here. So they don't have a lot of tags on these enemies yet. So they have to play this very safe until they get those initial tags. So it's very important that you don't drop down for walls in trios when box fighting. If you drop down for the wall and the enemy trio is good, they will instantly box you up, cone you, and you're dead. So right here, he always goes for the top, tries to replace the top, and just has some distance. So if you even spray the wall, have some distance so that you're not 1 box away, so they can't instantly box you up. Now what they also do very nicely here, before they get any opening tags, they come from different sides. So Vino is up here, for example, Vico is down here, and then Flixi is somewhere else coming from another side. So they're really using and taking advantage of being 3 people and dealing pressure from 3 sides, which makes it really hard for the enemies to keep moving around without getting hit. Now they already have them weak, so now they try to get that knock right there, and now it's over. It's a 2v3, and they have them boxed up right here. So now they go in and finish it off. 3v1 now. One last guy, he tries to run away here. They do have the minigun, which makes it really hard for people to run away, and they got the kill. So really nice pressuring from 3 sides and not going in alone, so not going for the walls, which protects them from getting knocked. Now lastly, let's take a look at how to play endgame and how they rotate right here. So let's take a look at their endgame. Zone just pulled here, 8th zone, and they're above Storm Surge, so they're chilling, have really good loot. And as you can see, they instantly go for an early rotate up this mountain quickly and manage to get high ground up here. Now they have this good position here. This helps them get a kill in a sec. Let's keep watching. So yeah, right here they managed to get a kill. Get a nice little refresh. Now they do all have a grappler. This is really important. Try to land at a spot off spawn where you can all get really good loot, so you are more likely to get grapplers. So you can have 3 grapplers for your trio. Now the next zone appears, and literally 1 second later, Bino already calls that they have to move. They all have a grappler right here, so it's a pretty easy rotate. They get ahead right here. Like I've been saying in the last videos as well, you want to go for early rotates. And right here, 9th zone, this is when they look to get high ground. They have front side, so the zone pulls to them because they rotated early. And now they instantly go up with hard mats and play high ground right here. They have the minigun, so they're just gonna spray down from high ground. And that's really how you want to rotate in trios. Try to rotate early, build hard mats and stick together, and really have one guy that calls out the rotates early so you don't get stuck on backside. That's 5 tips on how to play like pros in trios. If you have any more questions, just comment down below and make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.